So let me get this straight. The War Raiders come up to Monday Night Raw in the Superstar Shakeup, and we get the Viking experience. At first, trash, really, right, uproar on the internet. Then we get the Viking Warriors. I'm like, okay, less nauseating, but still, it's just not right. Why the name change? Oh, Vince doesn't like the word war, blah. So, apparently now, WWE might call them the Viking Warriors. So, we went from the War Raiders to the Viking Experience to the Viking Raiders to the Viking Warriors now. But there's war in Warriors. So if you could give us Warriors, why can't you give us War Raiders? Why are you making this so difficult, WWE? Why are you making this so freaking difficult on yourself every time? Always gotta be doing this to yourself. God, oh man, I don't know. I just don't know. Also, Daniel Bryan was not at SmackDown this week and hasn't been on the road since WrestleMania. According to PW Insider, WWE is keeping information about Daniel Bryan's injury under wraps, meaning that they're holding it close to their chest so that way nobody will know. Well, I just hope he's good. When he's able to come back, he's able to come back. But until then, I just hope he's not damaged to where he's gonna have to be retired on WWE television again. And then when his contract does run out, I don't know when that happens, then he'll actually leave and go to somewhere else. Insider sources also tell them there doesn't seem to be any known indication of when Sasha Banks will return to the company. So, wow. Now, there's a lot of opinions on Sasha Banks, of her leaving. Some people are a gangster or they're with her. Me, I honestly don't care. Want to know why I don't care? Because let's be honest, okay? I have been up and down with Sasha Banks as a fan. Ever since 2016 with that feud with Charlotte Flair, I was like, you know what, I'm done with her. I just have no interest for her right now. And then Bayley was the champion at the time in 2017. I'm like, yeah, cool. And then when Charlotte left to SmackDown, I'm like, okay, good. That means that Sasha can finally shine without Charlotte Flair breathing down her freaking neck. And then no. She won the title, lost it about 7 days later, I think, after SummerSlam, from Alexa Bliss. And then did nothing, won the women's tag titles, and then left again. And then lost it at WrestleMania, then left. So, here's the thing. You see, some people look at it like, oh, she's being childish, she's complaining. You see, look at it like this. It's like, yeah, I understand that I have to drop the championship title, but the fact is, you told me one thing, and then, I understand it. Look at it like this. Okay, you were told something, and then it did not come to be. But then again, she should have known in her mind that there are no guarantees in this business. You know what I mean? Dusty Rhodes said it best. There are no guarantees in this business. Okay? So, Sasha Banks should have at least thought, they said I'm going to be the champions after WrestleMania. But they could change their mind. And then what happened? They changed their mind and they gave the title belts to the Iconics. So, yeah, it's frustrating to think about. But then again, you got to think, man, this company sometimes, when in situations like this, you just can't trust them on their word. Didn't CM Punk teach you that when he was on the podcast? The man said, oh, Vince, I owe you one. Every time he did a favor for Vince, turned him heel, even though he shouldn't have because he was one of the biggest baby faces on the roster, right next to John Cena, or maybe even above John Cena, in merchandise especially. So, when he was like the hottest thing, they turned him heel and they made him the biggest bad guy, lack of merchandise sales and whatnot. Obviously, I think that was they did that on purpose. That way, Cena could still be on top with merchandise. Anyone that's not Cena that's on top of merchandise, yeah, they're gonna do something to sabotage that. But yeah, like Punk said it best. Like Vince kept saying that he owed Punk every time he did him a favor, and like dude, like Sasha Banks should at least thought, this company says one thing, but then they do the other, So that's why I'm like, I don't really care in the end of the day, because it's her decision. It's what she wants to do. If she goes, she goes. She stays, she stays. And that's it. That's all I can think. That's all I can say about that, because honestly, there's a lot of people that comes and goes. There are people that's been used, people that shows up, been used for a short amount of months, but then they don't get used in the end of the day. I mean, what are they going to do with Sasha Banks on Raw anyway? Make her finally win the women's title when we don't really care? Make her a 5-time women's champion? Maybe let her hold on to the title after 30 days? Maybe? Well, I have to wait and see with that one. I just don't know, man. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. Sasha Banks, in the end of the day, girl, you do what you want to do. Who the fuck are we to say anything, I mean, I'm just saying this because I really don't care if you show up or not, because I have other people that I'm happy with in the company. So if you leave, hey, my feelings, I don't feel like it's empty without Sasha Banks. Oh, boss time. No. I'm just saying this, like, they fucked you up, and now I just don't care. You are in the Dean Ambrose category. I'm a fan. I loved you at one point, but then they fucked you up so many times, I just don't care about you anymore. So whether you stay or whether you go, I just don't give a damn. So hooray if you stay, goodbye if you leave. All right, there you go. There's speculation a reason the Riot Squad was split is because Liv Morgan will be on the new season of Total Divas. Wow. You gonna split the Riot Squad up just so the likes of Liv Morgan can be on Total Divas. Are you serious right now? That has to be the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard in my life, man. That's just speculation, but I'm just saying, like, for real, that's why you could have done that with the Riot Squad. Oh, wow. I don't understand it. What else? NXT talent Shadea Cezzo. And Nasser wow, I'm not I'm not reading these fucking names. NXT talent Shada and Nasser, right, were released from their contracts. I don't care. First Arab woman signing. Nice. You there, then bye. I'm sorry. I just don't care. I'm sorry. You probably had potential. WWE didn't see it. They just like, fuck you, bye. That's it. That's pretty much it. Let me fucking mute my laptop, because every time I go to a news thing, they always play these ridiculous ads, and I'm not trying to hear no freaking noise. Please, thank you. All right, WWE rumors on Sportskeeda. That was Kate Sites I was reading or moments ago. WWE rumors. Major backstage heat on Superstar. He responds on Twitter. Okay, however the matter. The 24-year-old piece of gold, Leo Rush, began wrestling in 2014. Quickly rose to become one of the most exciting talent on the indie circuit, owing to his work for promotions such as Combat Zone Wrestling and Ring of Honor. He got picked up by WWE in August 2017 and feuded with Velveteen Dream in his initial days down in NXT. However, a few controversial tweets made by Rush regarding Tennille Dashwood / Emma, WWE's release, landing the young superstar in deep waters. He was subsequently pulled off of various NXT live shows during that period until the entire situation simmered down. Rush would make his main roster debut a part of 205 Live in June 2018. He would get a call up to Raw a few months later in September as Bobby Lashley's manager come hype man. Bobby Lashley's manager come hype man? What manager come? Like, wow, like, and it's spelled C-U-M, like Sportskeeda. Is that how it is? I don't know. My bad. His alliance with Lashley can be termed as a truthful one, as the Dominator who won 2 Intercontinental titles with Rush's in his corner. However, it seems like the novelty of the angle has worn off. What makes it even worse is that Rush is not particularly well liked backstage. However, the matter as revealed on the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Rush is reportedly rubbed people off the wrong way backstage. The former ROH wrestler feels like he should be a top guy on the brand, and he isn't keeping that opinion to himself. Meltzer said Rush is a very confident man that can rub people the wrong way, even though you have to have that to be a star in this business. The story goes that he made it very clear to many people that he thinks he should be the A/the top guy on the brand, and hasn't been shy about it. Hasn't been shy saying about it. Yeah, I'm really bad at reading. I'm sorry. It should be noted that Rush was not used this week on Raw, while Lashley was involved in the dark match. Man of the Hour took to Twitter and responded to reports with a long-winded statement. And here's what he said: "The fact of the matter is, no matter what you do, no matter what you do in life, no matter what route you take, you always have people out there that'll try to tear you down, tell you that you can't be or do something, try to stomp on your name and halt your success. The fact of the matter is that I love what I do and have been in love with the dreams of being in the current position that I'm in now since I was 5 years old. The fact of the matter is that I am a young, hungry, and humble husband and father of 2 boys who believes in himself more than anybody will ever believe in me. The fact of the matter is that I am a passionate African-American male," did he really have to say that, in America, "who takes my passion seriously and will do whatever it takes to change me and my family's situation." No, but seriously, did he really have to add African American? I mean, we get it. You're black. We know that. No, that's him. That's him. That's him. That's him. That is him. Okay, that's it. What's next? Rush is a fantastic prospect, and despite the reports of there being some internal heat on him, we're sure WWE won't give up on him just yet. Remember, there were rumors about WWE management being very high on the young superstar a couple of months back. Also, pro wrestling rumors need to be taken with a grain of salt, even if it's true. An ego check and some guidance from the veterans on the roster should be enough to get Rush back on track. So, I guess apparently that Lio Rush was in bad terms with people backstage, according to reports, and he cleared that up, saying, "No matter what I do, no matter what you do, man, this man's gonna be out there to try to tear you down, no matter what." So he's not wrong, but I'm just saying, why would he be in deep waters? I mean, is he wrong for believing himself to have that much confidence to think that I should be getting this, but yeah, I'm given this? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, some people look at it like, oh, you should be grateful, like you're on TV, like but I mean, bro, it's like, yeah, if you're on TV every week, sure, but like it'll get to a point of, what do you do with that after? Like what do you do with it when, like, since you're on TV a lot, you know? All I know is, man, Leo Rush, he is great in the ring. He is great on the mic. I just hope that they use him properly. The whole thing with last year was cool. I'm not gonna lie, because it was funny at some points. Late last year, it just got really, really bad, and then early this year, it was cool again for me. I just hope that they actually make him feud with people, not just being somebody's hype man and shit. He's not worthy of being a hype guy only. Like, he should be a big star. You know, not a big star, but like, you know, like, I guess, like, get the attention of the crowd. Kind of like, I guess, a Ali or Cedric Alexander or Buddy Murphy type of thing. You know, but then again, he was barely in he was only in 205 Live for about 3 months, I believe. So then again, he didn't really have much time to shine on the 205 Live roster like everyone else did. Like the likes of Murphy, Alexander, and Ali, and Tommy, and some others. Alright, so there's another one. Another rumor. Current champion may lose title and shift brands. No shit. The heart of the matter. Here is what a Wrestling Observer newsletter stated on WWE's plans for Becky Lynch at Money in the Bank. He stated that as of right now, she's got 2 matches on the pay-per-view, one for Raw, one for SmackDown Women's Championships, respectively. This indicates that Lynch will have to pull double duty on the pay-per-view, and both titles will be on the line in respective matches. Another interesting thing mentioned by Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer newsletter via CageSideSeats.com regarding Lynch's future was that even though she is listed as SmackDown Superstar, she will be drafted to Raw once she loses the women's title to Charlotte Flair at Money in the Bank. So that's good. That's exactly what I would do too. I would have let Becky Lynch lose the SmackDown Women's title because I'm tired of seeing her with that belt. As much as pretty that championship is, and she is the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion back in Backlash, September 11, 2016. I'll never forget that day. But at the same time, let everyone else get that shot, bro. I mean, let Flair become a 9-time Women's Champion, 10-time overall, if you count the NXT Women's title. So, you know what I mean? Let's just let that be. Let her let her lose the title to Flair. And then she defends it and keeps it from, what's her name? Lacey Evans. You know what I mean? So, I just hope that Becky 2 belts does not lose both belts on the same night. I just hope that doesn't happen. WWE pressure to ditch Bray Wyatt's new gimmick. Yeah, if you don't know, you know, Bray Wyatt came out looking like Pee-wee Wyatt. Pee-wee Wyatt. That should be his name. Pee-wee Wyatt. Alright? You know, what was it called? The Firefly Funhouse. Where people are saying that he's like a cult leader. You know, it just... Like, I didn't understand how people got that scary vibe from him. I didn't. Yeah, he may have had the gloves and he covered his face and it may have said some words on the back and... it had like some scary effect. In the end, it just didn't feel scary to me, or like I didn't get no vibe like ooh, like it's a little nerve wracking, you know? No, I didn't get that feeling at all. It's like, okay, it's like you're okay. You want to be PG now, like being all scary and shit for the past 4 years didn't work out. So let me be all you know, clean cut, trim beard, slim. By the way, and then, you know, try to get all the little kids to like me, you know, pull a John Cena, you know what I'm saying? According to Brad Shepard of the Oh You Didn't Know Wrestling Show podcast, the company considered dropping the gimmick, although after feedback on Tuesday morning from big wig shareholders and sponsors voicing their opinion on it. Apparently they didn't like the whole cult leader of children vibe. That's not the vibe I got. Well, actually, I did, but I didn't really look at it in a negative way. Just saying. Anyways, I was also told that there were plenty of people who loved it, and as we saw on SmackDown Live, the vignette aired again. So it looks like WWE is moving forward with the idea. If true, it appears that as though they will maintain the gimmick, especially after airing on both shows this week. If they ultimately decide to cancel it, it's it's at the expense of a lot of wasted potential, and Bray himself after a sustained period sideline. So we have to wait and see with that. Are they gonna keep it or are they gonna cancel it? I mean, Bray Wyatt, man, he's clean cut. He looks clean. Give him a shot. See what he can do with this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens with that. Okay, rumor roundup. Okay, from last week, or actually yesterday, actually. On the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer mentioned one of the biggest reasons Andrade moved back to SmackDown, I've heard this for the past couple of days, was to avoid breaking up the couple he's, Flair. Flair and Andrade are dating, blah, blah, blah. I was a little bit shocked to know that. I was like, I never really thought this and this person would get together. You know, I never really thought, at first, I thought Andrade was with Selena Vega. I don't know why. I thought I did. But then when she came out and said she's with the House of Black, I'm like, oh, Andrade. but then now he's dating Flair. I was like, wow, okay, well, that's cool. So they moved Andrade back to SmackDown so he will be with his girl in Charlotte Flair. Folks were apparently upset about it when he was switched to Raw. That's also why Aleister Black moved to SmackDown, because he's married to Andrade's manager, Selena Vega. For what it's worth, there's speculation that Charlotte and Andrade may already be engaged to be married, per TMZ, that could further explain the move back to SmackDown. I honestly do not care who's dating who, what's your real name. I'm trying my best to not to care about, people, wrestlers' personal lives. I try, because in the end of the day, bro, should I know all this shit? No, I shouldn't know who's dating who. I shouldn't know. If they didn't be public, if they weren't public about it, I shouldn't ask or, freaking think about or, come up with all the suggestions or freaking, what's the word I'm thinking of? Accusations or assumptions. There we go. I'm thinking, I don't want to make any assumptions who was dating who, and she's fucking this guy to do this, and she's sucking this guy off, or doing this and doing that. No, I don't want to think about that, because I don't care. I got my own life. I don't give a fuck about these people, personally. I care about them as a fan for what they do on television. I don't give a fuck what they do behind closed doors. I just don't. I'm sorry. So, cool. They move Andrade back to SmackDown, which I'm happy about that. Want to know why? Because Rey Mysterio's on Raw, and I do not want to see another Andrade versus Rey match. And then that's crazy for me to say, because I love their matches. I do. It's just that they fought for no reason. They had 2 matches, which I can allow, because 2 or 3 matches I can allow, because it was like, who's better than who, or whatever. Then it started becoming a feud. I'm like, okay, cool. Hopefully this will lead to the United States title, or a mid-card championship, or an opportunity at the title. No. It's just match after match for no bloody reason. It's just shoving down your man's throats. Like, they like this shit? More. Like, I don't want no more. Please. So, Finn Balor. But they didn't really explain it good enough, but I can accept the fact that Selena Vega was like, oh, Finn, you thought you could escape us. Oh. I'm like, because when it came back to SmackDown, I'm like, what the? I thought you were on Raw. And then she's like, oh, you thought you could escape? I'm like, oh, wait. So my thought process was like, oh, so you can change brands however you see fit. So why hasn't anyone else on either show changed brands yet? If Andrade can be the one to be like, nah, send me back to SmackDown. Where Finn goes, I go. Like, I'm speaking on TV-wise. Wherever Finn goes, I go. So, the way Selena Vega was like, oh, you thought you could run. You thought you could run and hide from us. Oh, you thought wrong. So I can appreciate that. It's funny to me because I can appreciate that. Jeff Hardy is apparently dealing with an injury, says Dave Meltzer. I don't know where the fuck he get this from. He must have good ass insiders in the company. It may be a leg injury, so Hardy's out. Oh shit! But aren't they the tag team champions? We aren't the Hardy Boys the tag team champions? What the hell? So wait, they're the tag team champs. Who's the what tag team is on SmackDown? I need to know that. Wow. He also said that instead of Backlash being canceled like he previously reported, it will be held on June 23rd in Tacoma, Washington. Oh, is that the same place when Raw did like a WCW episode and the crowd was not having it? Alright, cool. So Backlash is not canceled. It's going to be moved to June 23rd. That's cool because Saudi Arabian show is on the 7th. I think it is on June. So, alright. So Extreme Rules will be in July and then August will have SummerSlam. Okay, that's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming they're going to have Extreme Rules in July because, you know, it's yet to have... they've yet to done Extreme Rules. Normally, if it was a couple of years ago, Extreme Rules would have been this month, another pay-per-view would have been in May, and then it would have been Money in the Bank either in June or in July. And then there would be a pay-per-view, and then we move on to SummerSlam. So, we'll see what that WWE pay-per-view schedule is all fucked up. We don't know what is what. We don't know what show is what. Who's going to go where. We don't know anything yet. So, I don't know. This company's all types of fucked up. WWE is still protecting Drew McIntyre because there are plans for him to get a big push. Give him a big push. So, here's the thing. I think McIntyre will get a shot at either the Saudi Arabian show or at Backlash. That's what I think. Saudi Arabian show or Backlash. I would probably give it to him at the Backlash because fuck the Saudi Arabian show because those shows are nothing but propaganda to me. I still watch it because I have nothing else better to do. I have nothing better to do, so I just watch it for fucks. Unless it comes on from like noon all the way to like 5. Holy shit. How do you have a show going from, when you look at it from that point, from that vantage point, it is ridiculously long. When you think of 7 to freaking 11, you think, oh, that show is short. You think it's a bit short. It's long, but at the same time, it feels short. When you look at 12 to 5 in the afternoon, holy shit, that looks crazy, man. That's crazy. Wow. that is just a lot. That is a lot of shit. That's a lot of things. So that's a lot of time. I'm gonna get my thoughts on this whole CM Punk thing in a second. Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Newsletter has noted that All Elite Wrestling president Tony Khan, first pick of his new promotion, was not other than the best in the world, CM Punk. According to Meltzer, Khan apparently intended to sign Punk ahead of Jericho and the Bucks. The insinuation being that if Punk eventually does plan to return to wrestling on a full-time basis, then he can surely get himself a solid deal under AEW. And no, I'm not going to click on 5 opponents for CM Punk if he goes to AEW. He can fight Neville, Omega, members of the Young Bucks, or Adam Page, Jericho, and somebody else. Cody? Maybe Cody? Yeah. Either way, you know. As of right now, CM Punk is not expected to make any commitment to return to professional wrestling. However, what the Second City saying, you can never, ever be sure. And the saying goes, never say never, fuck you, Justin Bieber. Anyways, CM Punk, he came to a live event wearing a mask, wearing the same sweater he wore the same day, came in, hit the GGG, the GTS, go to sleep, and then he put the guy that was in the match, covered the other guy who got hit with the GTS, 1, 2, 3, won the match. Now, everybody else is fucking losing their minds. Oh shit, CM Punk is coming back. CM Punk, Shawn'sville Entertainment was right all along. CM Punk is making his return to wrestling. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a second. First of all, cool. He did that. He came and hit a GTS. He just did it because reasons. First of all, the dude's still signed to UFC, ain't he? Unless Dana Brooke is gonna be like, yo, you wanna go back to wrestling? And he's thinking in his mind, thank fucking God. Alright, yo, I'll give you your release. Here you go. Bad, don't ever come back. Unless Dana White, I was gonna say Dana Brooke. If Dana White says that, does that to CM Punk, gives him his actual release, and Punk one day comes with Dana Brooke, again, Dana White, if he goes to Dana White, and he's like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm going to go back to wrestling, and Dana White's like, alright, here's your release, bye, right? Then I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to get my hopes up, CM Punk returning. Until then, until CM Punk is reportedly no longer with UFC or anything MMA related, or anything that will restrict him of doing wrestling, then, and only then, I'll be excited about CM Punk coming back to wrestling. But for him to show up and do a little stint at an indie show, I mean, cool. But what does it mean? It kind of proves that he still loves wrestling in the inside. But does he have any interest? He still loves it, but does he have interest of showing up and actually doing this shit again? If he did, he would quit UFC the same week he did it. So, just saying. I'm just saying. You know, when it comes to UFC, you know, Punk has a bad name in UFC, you know? Whenever you think UFC and CM Punk, it just doesn't, it's like water and oil. It just don't, it just don't work out. So, all I'm saying is, bro, until he decides one day to come back to wrestling and does not go to WWE like everyone else kept saying, go back to WWE. Are you fucking mad? The dude is finally happy. He's no longer under the fucking roof of Vince McMahon, and you want the nigga to go back there? After all that shit he's done, after all this shit he's been through, you want him to go back. You want him to go back. Now, a little fan of me obviously wants that to happen for him to go back to WWE. You know, he could fight the guys like Rollins and, you know, AJ Styles, or go to NXT maybe. Gargano, Matt Riddle, Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, etc., etc. Look, that may sound good, but in the end, when you're under the roof of Vince fucking McMahon, you ain't got no chance, okay? And besides, him going back to WWE will just make Vince McMahon's ego so fucking big. Like, it would be like, no matter what you say, no matter what you do to me, your bitch ass is gonna be on your fucking knees coming back to me asking for a contract again. That's exactly what that is if Punk goes back to WWE, okay? No matter how many times Vince or Triple H or whoever backstage will say, oh, I would love to work with CM Punk again. I would love to work with Phil again. Look, cool. You may say that on camera. You may say that in an interview. It's best for you to say that anywhere that has a camera, a microphone, or anywhere on a platform where people can listen and hear and see you say it. In the end of the day, he goes back to WWE. Then all of this shit that he's done, to me at least, would be all worth nothing. The wait, the anger, the lawsuit, all this stupid shit was all for nothing. He fought a lawsuit for nothing. He fought a lawsuit that he made claims against a doctor. He won. But he ends up going back there anyway, knowing the circumstances, knowing the doctor ain't shit backstage yet. He goes back anywhere, and he just go back and does what he does, and all for what? Money? Nah, I don't think it's money, because CM Punk, I think he's good with money. I don't think he's gonna be like everyone else, spending on dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as money goes, I'm not worried about Punk and money. You know what I'm saying? But I would want Punk to be in AEW when this whole thing kicks off. Want to know why? Because to me, I feel like AEW, he has friends in AEW. He has friends in WWE, but I'm sure he's more closer to the Young Bucks and I don't know about Omega, but you know what I'm saying. Like, he's closer to those guys. Maybe Cody as well. At least over there, they know what. At least Cody will be able to help out Punk, most likely. Think about it. They both were under the same roof with Vince McMahon. They both went through the fucking bullshit that they both collectively went through. So, obviously, Punk goes to AEW, where Cody is like the executive there. It's like, I understand what you went through. Respect, And then they coexist. And next you know, the product will be great. And trust me, Punk goes to AEW, WWE's fucking ratings. Oh. Oh, the ratings will be going down like a fucking roller coaster. It'll be going down. It's like an endless downward roller coaster. It's like if somehow it's like they build a roller coaster where you only go down. You never go back up. You only go down. So it's kind of like that. That's what that would be the ratings of WWE if CM Punk goes to AEW. So I would rather him go to AEW. That's just me. And besides, CM Punk is in the category with a lot of wrestlers that I don't want to go back to WWE or go to WWE for the first time. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Adam Page, Neville, don't go back there. CM Punk, don't go back there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing better outside of WWE, why the fuck would you want to go there to begin with? Adam Cole, you're blessed for now. But when you get to the main roster, let's see how you will be, huh? They might change you. They might make you out Michael Cole's son, long lost son. Okay? Or, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. They might be on 205. Along with Roderick Strong. Or something. I'm just saying, bro. WWE is not the place to be right now as far as wrestling. Cody proved it. I think Cody was one of the few people that was able to open the door as far as you leave WWE and you take a chance on yourself outside of it, your ass gonna be successful. Now, I said a few people. If I say for everybody, then that's a damn lie, because Jack Swagger, What happened with Jack Swagger when he left? The Rolling Stones, huh? Well, what happened with him? The dude left. He went to Lucha Underground. He's their champion. And he's doing well in MMA. So, there's that. So, CM Punk came back. Yeah, it's cool, but what does it mean? Is he doing anything permanently in wrestling? No. He's just there. He just did that for one thing, that one stint, and that's it for now. Let's see what happens in the future. Let's see what happens with the next couple of years. Let's see what happens when his contract is not re-signed for UFC. And then we start getting exciting. For now, why are we getting exciting about a dude that CM Punk came back, hit a GTS, wearing a mask, and he just left? That's it. He did that, and that's it. Is he coming back to wrestling? No, not now. So we gotta wait and see what happens when his UFC contract expires or he asks for his release. So let's see what that. Okay. So Dean Ambrose, apparently, from Mike Johnson, said on PW Insider Elite Audio, has reported that Dean Ambrose will be on Raw tonight. The appearance will go ahead despite WWE labeling the last night's WWE live event. This was reported on Monday, 3 days ago. Yeah, reported Dean Ambrose. This is the rumor, by the way. Shield's final chapter. Dean's gonna be at the TV tapings this week, at least Monday, so who knows what they're going to do in the dark segment. Ambrose has been making appearances after Monday Night Raw this month, and WWE are allowing him. They're really bad at fucking typing this article out, allowing him to continue doing it. So they're just allowing the dude to show up, even though he doesn't work there anymore. Wow. Would you imagine not working there no more and you still show up? By the way, I heard that Luke Harper's contract is on hold because he got hurt. You know that's fucked up, right? That you get hurt, you're on injury reserve for how long, and then your contract is on hold, meaning that you have to make up for those hours and days that you missed. Are you serious? That's fucked up. WWE news: Vince McMahon addresses Ronda Rousey's departure from WWE. How did it matter? While Ronda Rousey is presently on a hiatus from the WWE, Vince McMahon notably pointed out that Rousey has indeed done a great job for the WWE. McMahon, I have no idea how to say this word. Elucidated that Rousey's task was to elevate the women's division to the next level, and that's exactly what she did, enabling the women's superstars of WWE to headline WrestleMania. They could have done that but without Rousey. All they need is a big ass storyline. That's all they need. They gotta make. I honestly thought at first, if you was to make somebody main event WrestleMania, it would be Bayley, because with Bayley it's easy. You just make her the biggest underdog for the women ever. I'm talking Daniel Bryan level of underdog shit. And then the crowd would be like so hyped where they're only talking about that segment like they did for Rousey and Becky. And then when it gets to WrestleMania, you put that shit on last. And then you'll see what happens. Done. Now, I honestly think, personally, that the main event of WrestleMania was slacking. The performance is good. It's just, man, so tired. Everybody was tired by like the 12 fucking clock hour. God, when it got to 12 o'clock and the main event was starting, I'm like, yo, it is 12 o'clock. Mans are tired. I don't care about the ones that stayed up all night. That's your prerogative. That's your shit. You decide to do that. I'm just saying, like, think of it like this. In the crowd is very critical, okay? The crowd is like the best part of a wrestling show. Without the crowd, the show ain't shit. So the crowd, when they were dead at the end of the show, bruh, the main event wasn't like it didn't live up to what Mans were hyping up for. You know, I'm not gonna lie, by the time of the last 2 weeks before WrestleMania, I got tired of this whole situation because I'm like, yo, you know what? Like, I'm sick of this shit. You're overbooking it. Your Mans are typing it up too much. I'm not really hyped on Becky Lynch like I used to be. I was hyped about Becky. Like, I was like, show love to Becky. Everybody else was talking about Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania 32. I'm like, I'm pro Becky, you know, but... And now everybody's on the Becky bandwagon, bitch. I'm the one that's driving that fucking bandwagon. I'm the one that's pulling the wagon, you know. But now I let the wagon go. Let somebody else drag that shit, because I'm tired now. So, furthermore, McMahon explained that Rousey did a great job in the building up the women's division. And owing to her contributions, the WWE now has bona fide superstars such as Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair walking out of WrestleMania 35 with highly intriguing storylines in tow. Moreover, McMahon indicated that the women's division has evolved to the next level now. Besides, after reiterating Rousey's extraordinary contributions during her time with WWE. What's next? With Rousey taking a break from in-ring competition in WWE, reigning Raw and SmackDown Women's Champ Becky Two Belts, Becky Lynch, is presently set to compete back-to-back matches at Money in the Bank, defending her Raw Women's title against Lacey Evans, and SmackDown Women's title and against Charlotte Flair. So, cool. Let's think that Vince McMahon thinks that way. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. It's nice for Vince to think that way. It's nice to see that Vince actually give a fuck about the women now, thanks to Ronda Rousey's input in WWE. Now, this could have been done many years ago, but Then again, I guess I still remember what Vince said on Raw. That he says it once in a while whenever he shows up on Raw. That when he brings up about the past and now and how the times have changed and how WWE freaking they go how things are nowadays in real life. You know, like they go along with the change. Like they go along with the times. Attitude Era, pretty much the mid to late 90s to early 2000s. It was like a ruckus time. Like it was like, you know, hip hop was lit at the time. You know, you could literally say anything, people would not get like butthurt about it. And then 2000s, it was like we're still feeding off of what happened in the 90s, and then you slowly started to change, and everything just started to become cookie cutter and all soft, leading into the 2010s. Now, like, bro, all I can say is, bro, like WWE, man, when they said that they keep up with the times, so what you're telling me is that today's product is just like real life, soft, cookie cutter, gotta be PC, gotta be careful what you say, because if you say one thing, it will trigger some people out there. You say man, the woman will get mad. You say women, the transgenders will get mad. If you say this, someone's gonna get mad, and then you just can't say anything at all. You say mankind? Wrong. It's people kind. For the love of people kind. Okay? You got. Wow. God damn it. Why, man? This is why I always said it. If I had a time machine, I would go back. The 2000s. I would go back to late 1990s. I will go back because fuck today, man. I love my life. I'm just saying like what I'm seeing around me is crazy shit. Like Amber Alerts happening 3 times this year. Freaking predators on the rise. Freaking people shooting people left and right for no reason. Car crashes. People running over people like it's Grand Theft Auto. Fucking a lot of things are happening for no reason. And then I just love how people like to put the blame on things when it's like, I remember, what was it, last year when SML Logan or some shit, Super Mario Logan on YouTube was like getting shit because kids were watching their products and parents were not fucking with it, and then they complained to YouTube, making the dude lose all his monetization and videos getting age restricted. It's like, wait, so it's the content creator's fault for the kids acting a certain way or watching what they're watching, but yeah, it's not the parents' fault for not watching their kids. It's not the parents' fault for monitoring what the kids doing. It's not the parents' fault that they didn't think ahead of what the kids might see on the internet, that they could have blocked a lot of things so that way they don't see the things they don't want them to see. For all we know, a lot of kids might have seen porn already. A lot of kids might have seen 9/11 or the 1995 Oklahoma bombing or Pearl Harbor or whatever the fuck happened. All these wars and big horrific situations, okay? I just don't like the fact that people are trying to either hide things or they just go about things in a wrong manner. And I just don't like this. I like equality, okay? I like equality, but what I don't like is when people, they use equality, but then when people use it in the right way, they don't like that version of equality. Like, for example, I don't condone hitting people. I just don't, because A, it doesn't solve anything, and B, reality, like, your ass could get like locked up for it. But if you're a woman, and I'm not afraid to share this because it's just me, right? I'm not afraid to say this. I'm not saying I would, but I'm not afraid to admit it, that if you hit me, or if a woman hit you, you have 2 choices. can hit back, or you don't. But if you don't, then you gotta make sure that she doesn't do it again. If you don't hit her back, you gotta make her realize, hey, like, I'm giving you a warning. You got your one shot, but I'm telling you again, don't hit me again. You know. Now for me, if I'm in, it depends on what mood I'm in. In the end of the day, it depends. If I'm in a mood where I don't give a fuck and I'm just gonna hit you because you hit me, so if you try to call the cops on me, we're both even, so we're both going to jail. So it could be like that, or I could just, use the system against you. You hit me, woe is me, call the cops, your ass going to jail, I'm sorry. And I'm not afraid to admit it, man. You hit me, and I have witnesses, or I have some form of footage, your ass going to jail. Ain't nothing stopping me one bit. So I'm not afraid to admit it, man. I don't condone hitting people, but at the same time, I will try my best to make sure that you fucking pay for what you've done to me. That's pretty much how I feel about it. And when there's females out there that like to use the gender shit against you because you hit them, it's like, but you hit me first. It's kind of like what Tupac said, bro. If you're dealing with a nice female, cool female, then that's all good. But if you're dealing with a bitch, you gotta break her ass and shake her ass. So, that's what today's society is, man. You can't do anything without fucking being criticized and then be looked at as the ultimate bad person in the world. Like, you do one thing, okay? Something was done wrong to you, but when you do it, it's like people are, it's like 75% people are like against you. But yeah, you're in the right though. That's how today's society works now, and it's fucking dumb. It's fucking stupid. I hate today's society. Today's society is nothing but fucking pussies and idiots out there doing all this stupid shit. So that's just me. I also hope for the better in the future. I really hope that we get better. But ever since 2015, everything started to get worse for me. So I can't really say much, but that's how it's been with WWE, freaking ever since like many years ago. The company's been, the product's been worse and worse and worse. So now that freaking Ronda Rousey came to WWE, now you want to be like, let's take the women seriously now. What? Come on. You could have done this without her many years ago. So I just, oh God. Nothing much I can say now. There's no news. There's nothing here for me to discuss about Robert Roode. I don't want to say much about it. And yeah, nothing much for me to talk about here. Hope you guys enjoyed this 7 Days podcast. If you guys can, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter at 113gym, and I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out. Later.